Hi, I'm Life Coach Landry, and the topic is signs that you're in a strong relationship. Okay, I've done segments on, 7 signs of an unhealthy relationship, things that of a relationship of starting off good. But what if you're already in one and you're not looking to get out, but you're like, how healthy is mine? So I came up with 8 things I think that really tell people whether they're in a strong relationship. I mean, sometimes people wonder, not because anything's bad, they just want to know, I feel like things are going pretty good. Is this typically what signs of being with somebody and things being, strong equal? Okay. Number 1, I want you to think about your partner often when you're not together. So if you're doing that, that's a sign that you really care about them and you value their presence. Okay. In 2007, researchers, they randomly dialed nearly 300 married people and they asked them a series of questions about their relationship and how they felt. And the results showed a certain relationship characteristics were linked to stronger feelings of love. One especially interesting finding, the more people who reported thinking about their partner when they were apart, the more love that they felt. Okay. This same study included the following experiment with nearly 400 married people. They sat there and they said, which found the difficulty concentrating on things while they're thinking about their partner is also linked to strong feelings of love, especially for men, meaning when men think about a difficult situation, they think about their woman that they're with and their assistance and helping them get through that kind of moment. Okay. So it's one of those things where, men have more of a sense of needing a partner, whereas women sometimes can try to take things on their own. So what does that tell you? That women, I want you to, if you're not thinking, when you do think about your partner or something happens, think about using them as a resource, because that's what they're there for, because men typically will think about you as a resource and helping them get things together. Okay. The next one is you respond positive to each other's good news, meaning, hey, I got a new job. Oh my God, that's great. I'm so happy. We should go out to dinner tonight and celebrate. Not, oh, that's great. I'm proud of you. And then they go back to cleaning their room or whatever they're doing. You want somebody that's excited for you. That's great, honey. I knew you could do it. Or, you've been working so hard at that. If anybody deserved it, it was fucking you. Okay. A passive constructive response would be something like a warm smile and a simple, that's good news. A destructive response is, does this mean you're going to be gone working even longer? Are you sure you can handle it? Ixnay. Okay. That's bad. That's bad news. Okay. But a passive destructive response would be, oh, really? Well, you won't believe what happened to me at home today. In other words, they just kind of slowly say, oh, that's great. Let's go back to me now. You want someone who's like, oh my God, that is badass. I'm so proud of you. Do you want to celebrate? Because I want to celebrate your success. Because your success is my success. It's our success. That's a good, sign that your relationship's strong. Okay. Another strong indicator is you spend some time apart with your own friends. Okay. Everybody should have their own friend circle. I mean, it doesn't matter if they all come together in some capacity at some point, but at the same time, it's good for you to have your independent bubbles. Humankind, since the beginning of time, men and women have relied on their own separate social packs to help them, weather and handle bad situations and know the expectations of the roles within relationships. There is nothing that in science that has ever indicated that you should have to have the same pack of friends that you hang out with in order to be a stronger couple. Okay. It just means it's nice to have people with like-minded and worldly situations like yours. You both have kids, yada, yada, yada. But it's important that you have your own feedback and support system. Okay. Another good sign is, and this one I find specifically vitally important, is that you have, the same or similar sense of humor. You must be watching TV and laugh, at a lot of the same jokes. You must be out and be like, oh my God, that's hilarious. If you notice quirky couples during Halloween get excited to dress up, whereas other couples who aren't really into Halloween, they're like, no big deal. We'll decorate the house, but we'll just give out candy. We don't need to go all out. You share similarities. Remember, opposites attract, but typically 90% of opposites do not last. Okay. Another strong sign is you split chores evenly. And if you don't, you have an agreement and an understanding of each other's roles. Okay. So if you're, what we call a progressive couple who believes in a 50-50, that's something that's understood. If you're a traditional couple where as a man, you like to mow the lawn, take out the trash, trim the hedges, paint, you paint something on the house, fix a broken board, work on the air conditioner, change the oil. And if you're a woman who's traditional, likes to clean the house, create fluff, make sure communication is going right with the family, and that's understand. It's okay. There is no wrong or right answer for roles and relationships. What is good that shows that you're strong is that you both agree and understand them and they're accepted. Sign of a strong relationship. Okay. Another one is you try new things together. It doesn't mean today we're going to try bungee jumping. It just means whatever version equals new for y'all, you'd like to do it together. We're going to go to a museum because we typically don't go, and we want to go and just see how we enjoy it today. That's trying something new. You know what? We typically eat every Friday night. We get a pizza. Why don't we go to that new joint in town that just opened up? That's trying something new. Although it's low key, it's new for you as a couple. That's all that counts. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Okay. You don't have a lot of extreme downturns in your relationship, okay? Researchers recently looked at nearly 400 dating couples and used their feedback about their relationship to identify 4 patterns of commitment: dramatic, conflict-ridden, socially involved, and partner-focused. Okay? Partner-focused couples saw that their partners positively and mostly experience fluctuations in their commitment. Okay? So as it turns out, partner-focused couples were most likely to get more serious in their relationship. Okay, so that tells you right there that, when something happens, you want to knock it out together and you want to move on. Okay, so that's a good study that they did right there. And I'm just taking small excerpts out of it just so I can read it to you. So if you see me look away, I'm looking at my materials. And, I think the number one indicator, and I've said this in many of my videos, you know how to recover from a fight. Okay. It means if you throw a fit and you do something and you went extreme, you know what? I was a little bit out of line. I don't even need you to say anything to me. I saw that myself. That was ridiculous. I'm sad. I love you. I don't want to treat you like that. That's stupid. My bad. Or if it's we both got mad. We had to walk away to cool off. But you know what? I love you. I want to get this worked out. I don't want to walk around with this feeling. Either do I. What can we talk about without getting too sensitive so that we can solve this? Let's be real. Let's be realistic and let's knock it out. Okay. There's no single answer to any relationship that's going to make you go, we're perfect. But like I said, these 8 things should kind of gear you towards where you need to be thinking about whether your relationship's strong. I'm going to recap them, okay? You think about your partner often when you're not together. You respond positive to each other's good news. You spend some time apart with your own friends. You have similar sense of humor. You understand your roles with each other and chores. You try new things together. You don't have a lot of extreme downturns in your relationship, and you know how to recover from a fight. Okay? I've said a lot of these in my videos, and I've given a lot of this information out before, but it's usually about an unhealthy, incompatible, toxic relationship. I want to make sure that I'm giving you information about a strong, healthy relationship as well. I would say 80% of anything I talk about, either unhealthy or healthy, is always what you should pay attention to. Nothing's ever going to be 100%, but if you got 80%, right? So these are 8 things. So I would say if you have 5 to 6 of these signs in your relationship, you have a strong relationship. You should focus on that. Whatever ones you don't have, you should be working on to turn those around so that all 8 of these apply to your relationship. Okay. So if you found this information, important to you, and it's kind of helping you think more clear, you can book a personal session with me. And at the email link below. And if you found this information of value to you, you can show your appreciation by clicking on the donation link. And I will talk to you soon.